Hey, and welcome into Vinny Rottino Baseball Academy. This is the channel where we're breaking things down, talking baseball, breaking players down, giving free instruction. You guys send in your videos to me, and I'll go ahead and do my best to see if I can help out with your kids' swings or your own swing, and see if we can figure some things out. Great, it's a great game. Love the game, and this is why I am doing it. It's all free. So please remember to subscribe and like any content I put out on the channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down a player who is an up and coming riser. He's a very talented player. He's going to be very good player by the time he's a senior. He goes to Notre Dame College Prep Academy. I believe that's the name of the school. It's Notre Dame College Prep. That's what it's called, Notre Dame College Prep. It's in Niles, Illinois, and it's a great baseball program, a great school. This is my nephew, Dominic Holton. So my oldest sister, Gina Holton, and her husband, John Holton's their son, their youngest son. They have 5 kids, and Dom is the youngest. I've been working with him for quite a while, but he has taken off and kind of gone off on his own. He plays for the top tier baseball program as well. And he is going to be a very productive member of the Notre Dame College Prep baseball team this coming spring. He's just a freshman. I'm going to go ahead and break down his swing and going to compare him to Robinson Cano, a very good big leaguer, but it's a similar move, similar type of setup. And we're going to take a look at that. But before we do that, I did want to mention that Vinny Rottino Baseball Academy is brought to you by Maggie Rottino Real Estate. Maggie, my wife, and her little brother, Ricky Kuiper, have teamed up, and they do a great job with all their clients. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, make sure you're reaching out to my wife or her little brother, Ricky. Like I said, they do a great job to help out with all their clients. They are the name in Southeastern Wisconsin for real estate, so hit them up. Also brought to you by Locked On Brewers Podcast. Dom Catronio and I are breaking down all things Milwaukee Brewers 3 days a week right now during the lockout, but we are going to be bumping it up to 5 days a week whenever this lockout ends. So hopefully that's sooner than later. But let's go ahead and get into my nephew, Dom. Damo, we call him. Very impressive move right here from Dominic. 15 years old. This is when he was an 8th grader. This video was taken. So he's actually even improved from this, but he is a very hard worker. He loves the game, very passionate about the game. He's got the mindset for it, right? And he's got the passion to continue to improve. He's already improved so much. And I'll say this before I break this swing down. He's got really good hand-eye coordination. He's got really good strength in his hands and in his lower half. Upper body strength is coming, and it's already shown up quite a bit. Like I said, this is when he was an 8th grader, so he's already put on a lot of weight, obviously muscle weight, good weight, and he'll just continue to bulk up and add some more strength as he gets older. But what is so impressive about Dominic, and what I don't have video of, but you just have to take my word for it, is that this kid can play defense. He is a natural shortstop. When I started working with him, I'm like, my goodness, Dom is a better fielder now as like an 8th grader, 7th, 8th grader than I ever was as a professional player. Like, you cannot teach this type of ability to be smooth and loose and free and fluid in the infield. He's got really soft hands. He's got one of those arms that's just kind of like accurate, right? And it's on the money. There's confidence in what he does out there in the field. There's self-assurance in what he does out in the field. It's just a natural ability to play in the middle of the infield, which again, you can't teach this. And so there's an old adage that, like, if you can hit, we'll find a position for you. I think that's changed a little bit. I think now, because of the data and the analytics and the realization of how valuable outs are, that you need to get people on your teams that can make outs happen, right? And so Dominic's one of those players, very natural ability to play shortstop, and he, like, again, very hard worker. He's continuing to even improve on that. And so I think he's just going to be He's just really going to excel on the defensive side of things, and he's going to be one of the top shortstops in the area, in my opinion, by the time he's a senior. The bat is going to be there. The bat is already there. The swing you'll see is very flat swing. He's got very good hand-eye coordination. So again, as he continues to get stronger, he is just going to be a force to be reckoned with on both sides of the baseball, both offensively and defensively. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. We're just going to play his swing a couple of times. My sister Gina's probably like, be quiet, stop rambling, and just show the video already. So here we go. So we're actually not showing the swing. I thought I had a full speed version of this. Let me see if there it is. Okay. So there's the swing. And it is very similar to Robinson Cano in terms of the lower half and how the setup, first of all, and then the lower half, how it advances the center. He does a great job. There's a little toe tap right there. I think that's a pretty unique move for Dom. He's just kind of like hesitates and doesn't hesitate, but he has like a little mini toe tap in the middle of that stride back to center. But he does a really good job of getting to a really solid hitting position here. Let's go ahead and get to heel plant for both these guys. Boom, heel plant. So Dom is slightly back of center, which I do like, right? It just allows players to see the baseball, allows players to make really strong determinations whether or not it's a ball or a strike. And it also keeps their head very, very still. So really good spot to be in. Then he does transfer that weight into that front heel, which is a key move in order to get to some power and get to some leverage, right? So it's from the back to the front, and he does do that very efficiently through that inside part of that back heel, and that's what I talk about a lot. Robinson Cano is one of the best of all time to do that moves. Look at that heel is just planting into the ground, and delivering that force into that ground there towards the front side, and that's a key move. Dom does a great job of this. Does a really good job of slotting that elbow. Dom has a little bit more of a upper plane type of swing and swing path. And you can see how he's tilted back just slightly, little spinal tilt back, which that's not a problem. You can just see that Cano is going to have a little bit flatter of a path. You can see that there isn't any spine tilt back, right? So he's going to rotate, and his shoulders will rotate around this axis of his spine, straight up and down. Again, Dom's a little bit angled back, and I believe he's kind of flattened that out a little bit since last year. So this was when he was an 8th grader, as I stated. So again, Cano, super short swing, played against this guy in the Dominican, by the way. I mean, he's a huge human being. He's absolutely enormous, barrel chested. But anyway, I digress. So here's Dom, super short move. Again, this was last year, so it's even improved, but like this is really good. 8th grade swing. This is a very advanced swing. Like I said, we got a little bit of tilt back, not the end of the world, especially for lefties who have a little bit more of a loftier path to the swing, but he gets through the baseball. And that was the other thing that we were working on last year, is getting extension through the baseball. You can see Dom's arms are just a hair not extended through the ball. This probably was an inside pitch as well, but both of those things have been improved on, since we just don't have a video of him currently. But I wanted to highlight his 8th grade swing, because I'm going to do a couple of these on him over the next few months, just to kind of highlight where he's at. And it's impressive. Proud of him. He's put in the work. He loves the game. He drags the tee out just like I used to with his buddy Henrik. And I know they were doing that last year anyway. And he's a diamond rat. So that's why he's going to be good. And that's why I continue to talk to players about how to become good at this game. And that it's just hard work. Become a diamond rat. Just want to be around the game, want to listen to the game, listen to other people talk about the game, want to ask questions. And he does all that. And he even, his arm strength. So kind of as an aside, his arm strength is really, really been a highlight for him as well. I guess he did a pull down the other day at 88 miles an hour, which is unheard of for a freshman. Again, this version of him right here that you're looking at is as an 8th grader. So he has put on some weight already, and he's in the gym all the time working out. And again, just a really, really fun thing to break down here in Dom, my nephew Dom, but he's going to be a fun one to follow because he's got the talent and he's got the drive and the want to. So anyway, that's Dominic Holton, Notre Dame Prep, top tier, Notre Dame College Prep, and top tier player. So keep your eye out for him. See him in the big leagues in a few years. All right, we'll see you guys next time.